Right, Cocktail Week?
Yes. So this, I believe, is the 4th year, and really it is the biggest event that happens in the cocktail world for Detroit. It's what started as just Cocktail Classic, which was a huge tasting where all the bartenders get together and show off a cool drink. Now it's a whole week of events. So it starts on the Monday. There's actually Bartender's Ball, so all these people get together and hang out and do stuff.
Hasn't that been going on for like 25 years, if I'm not mistaken?
Every day is a Bartender Ball.
Yeah. Right, indeed.
But this one's official.
Okay.
And
all right.
you can go check that out. But then there's dinners, there's happy hours, there's pool parties. And then really the whole thing culminates with the Cocktail Classic on the 4th, October 4th. So it's just such a great week because it really shows off how Detroit has become this cocktail mecca in the U.S., if not the world. The tickets are reasonable. It shows off over 40 different bars in the city. All the brands get to partner up and show off. And I think the biggest thing and the reason why I would go is to go see Nick Drink's live booth that we have set up at the event.
What?
Yeah. So thank you to Podcast Detroit, which will be helping do some of the media and the engineering. But we're going to set up what I call like the CNN Situation Room, where we're going to have myself and 3 other cocktail pundits talking about cocktails. We're going to interview 12 bartenders over 2 hours. They're going to make drinks for us. We got lights. We got Randy on the mixer on the ones and twos. And it should be a lot of fun.
And I'll be drinking.
2 hours.
Be drinking, yes.
So each bartender gets 10 minutes. Go.
And even, it's funny because when you think about 10 minutes, it sounds like a lot of time, but I feel like
It's
it really
not.
flies.
No, that's why I was like, okay,
Yeah.
each bartender gets 10 minutes. Go.
And they're making a drink too.
Yeah.
So it'll be an interesting experiment. We only did an hour last year, and we tried to do 6 people, and it was chaos. It was absolute chaos.
So what?
So hey, double the time and double the people.
Right. so here's the thing. I'm a bartender. I'm not an actual bartender, but if I'm getting in the mind of a bartender, if I come to something like this and like show off a drink, like that's got to be a difficult proposition because A, you want to bring something different and unique to the table, and B, you don't want to like suck.
Well, I mean,
and make like that clown put like Kool-Aid and gin. You know what I mean?
So there's 43 bars that are coming, and I've had them all submit ahead of time.
You follow where I'm going?
No, I do, and I'm selecting ones that I think are interesting, that I think either we can drive the story if they start going off the rails, or we can talk about their brand, we can talk about their bar. I mean, if they say nothing, the 4 of us can drive it. No problem.
Yeah. Well, I'm not even talking about your show. I'm talking about the event in general. Like,
And people want to get drunk. They don't care.
Like if a guy's just like, no, but wouldn't they get mocked? Isn't this the whole thing like peer admiration more so than people drinking your stuff?
Yeah, there's some of that, but I think there's so much to do. There's so much to see. There's also this year they're adding a voting component, so you're actually going to go around and vote on some of the best bars, some of the best bartenders, some of the best booths.
So can me and Dave submit our health and mana, like our orange and our
from Penguicon?
Yeah, we just basically put like red high C and blue.
3 giant bottles of vodka and high C. That's our magic cocktail.
I mean, I guess.
People drank a lot of it.
Yeah, is there a volume component? Like if there's like, do we get like quantity versus quality?
No, I mean
We
hundreds of
would
people
win.
show up to this event. But I mean, if you think of some of the things that people are drinking right now, I mean, have you had a White Claw recently? It's
One or
basically
two.
it's booze and bubbles and a little bit of flavoring. I mean, the bar is so low for cocktails right now.
Dude, I'm not even gonna dive into.
It's a
already
means
did
to an
that.
end. I wouldn't call that like.
It's a tool, exactly.
Yeah,
White Claw is a tool.
It's a vodka soda in a can. That's yeah.
But if you want a proper drink, come to Cocktail Classic. That's gonna show off all the great drinks in Metro Detroit and show you the difference between a good drink and a White Claw.
So now, when you say the great drinks of Metro Detroit, like, so what are some of the reasons why Detroit is a cocktail mecca right now?
You know what? I would say it kind of started back with Michael Simon's Roast, who is one of the guys that's going to be showing up. And he really took a chance on Detroit when it was kind of a little bit down and said, I'm going to
Kind of a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've been here my whole life. Yeah, it was
it was
down.
on the up, I would say, when he
Well,
showed up.
when that was like one of the first. That was kind of like
That was the
when
first
when the Tigers signed Pudge Rodriguez, and they're like, all right, there's all right. So when when they refurbed Book Cadillac and that came in, we're like, okay,
Something's happening. Yeah.
Exactly. That was kind of like almost the catalyst that started it all.
And I really put a lot on him. I'm granted, there's so many great bars that are in Metro Detroit that stuck it out and really kept it going. But I think he was that outside investment that really kind of like spiced things up.
Gotcha.
And then you see like the guys at Grey Ghost, coming in from Chicago and all this outside money. I think that has kind of helped show that, Detroit can be this great venue. Once Michael came in, all these places started opening up. You saw the Oakland, you saw Sugar House. They really kicked off that craft cocktail culture. The skip or the standby came after that. You get
Bad Luck.
Bad Luck came a little bit later.
Then you got the Tikis.
Yep. Now you have the 2 tiki bars. We have 2 tiki bars in the
Yeah.
city. You got Candy Bar. You got Carl's. You got all these great places that come. It's just been this wave. It has slowed down a little bit. I feel like Detroit, or this year, has kind of plateaued because I feel like there haven't been a ton of closures and there haven't been a ton of openings. So maybe we've hit saturation. I don't know.
Or at least a leveling point.
Where everyone's kind of happy because right now people are struggling a little bit for staff. All the really good bartenders are kind of bouncing around a little bit.
Dude, they are like, man, being a good bartender right now is you're
a mercenary.
You're a mercenary, and you are
Yeah.
and making some decent money.
Yeah, I have a friend that was getting recruited every 3 to 4 months.
Yeah. It's not crazy.
Like
They'll
it
make
was-
6 figures.
Yeah. Well, I
I'm in the wrong industry.
You gotta know how to bartend though.
Okay.
Way to go there on that one, Randy. You're hired. Jesus Christ. So what? You have a full bar in front of you currently.
Yeah. So, big thank you. So, our little situation room is being sponsored by Copper and Kings, who's going to be showing off. They've been a huge proponent to.
They're new to me.
drinks.
What are they?
They're a brandy, and they're actually out of Louisville.
Okay.
So think about making a brandy in kind of bourbon capital.
Yeah.
They have a fantastic facility, really, really great setup. And, brandy was this kind of old school thing that was huge in the founding fathers. I mean, we had apples everywhere. We made tons and tons of brandy. We've gotten away with that kind of from corn, and now I think we're coming back. So you're going to see more brandies popping up. The company has done a ton. They actually make a gin with a brandy base. So I have the gin here. I also have their chocolate liqueur from this whole kind of higher end series that they're doing. They have a pomegranate, they have an orange, they have a coffee. I mean, they're doing really, really cool stuff. So I really give them kudos. The nice thing about Michigan is back in the day, we didn't get all these cool liquors. We were almost like this dumping ground for some of the weird, awkward stuff.
We still don't. I have to go to
It's better.
I have to go to Chicago to get the European
Well,
stuff that I can't get here.
So Chicago has a different setup
Right.
from their laws. We have the liquor
And I can
book.
drink at the grocery store.
They're starting to.
They're starting
Plum
to
Market.
here. They
Plum
are
Market
starting
can
to
do
here.
that. Yeah. So it's getting better, but it took years to kind of get to this point. And so people like Copper and Kings are pushing that stuff out. So again, kudos to them. So the drink I have is the 20th Century. And this was actually something that was done on the 20th Century Limited train line. And this has gin, this has the coffee liqueur, this has lemon, this has simple syrup.
And you actually poured this on the 20th century train line. Was that a
in the
correct?
1920s, I did this.
I'm
Yeah.
just impressed he's actually measuring.
Yeah, I'm trying
he's
to.
pouring it all over
I'm
the-
trying to remember what my measurements were.
Whatever the booze requirement is, just add another one.
Yeah, right. And then I brought my signature Nick Drink coupe glasses. Do you know the story of how a coupe glass got its name or shape?
Those are my parents' wine glasses with a little upside down grape thing. No, I do not know how coupe glasses got their shape.
So it was said to be the shape of Marie Antoinette's breast.
Oh,
Very nice.
Yeah.
that's very small. I mean, is it for scale? Or is it just the
I'm
shape?
losing track of my count. I think that's right.
You're thinking of her boobs. I think Nick has to start over because he lost track because he was thinking of Marie Antoinette's breasts.
No, I can't. I ran out of cocktails, so you're just gonna have to pretend that this is a good drink.
It's got booze.
So I
It's
guess
good
newbie question, because we always like to ask the dumb questions.
Yes.
What's the difference between a drink and a cocktail?
Well, so a cocktail officially has certain ingredients. So it's typically ice, bitters, liquor, juice, sometimes sugar. So like there's a traditional definition for a cocktail. A drink really could be anything. So, I mean, it can be non-alcoholic, it can be alcoholic, it can be whatever. But a cocktail typically has that blend of alcohol, water, juice, bitter, etc.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's that whole, hey, are we going out for drinks or are we going out for cocktails?
If you ever say going out for cocktails, that's like when Neil has to go out for brunch.
I prefer cocktails.
Hey,
How
but
long
that
have
turned-
you-
That turned out to be one of the best days of our lives, though.
That I remember up
Or
until that one
don't.
part. Right.
So, I guess another dumb question. So
Please.
your typical home bar.
Yes.
Like, what should everybody have in their home bar? Shut up, Randy. Like your typical. Hey, I'm a dude. I want to be able to make a drink every now and then. What is the quintessential ingredients of a home bar that everyone should have?
So I would say it's find your favorite cocktail. So find that one drink that you like making that you're good at, and then get a good liquor to go with it.
I've always every bachelor needs to have the dish,
your go-to drink,
like the one dish that no matter I can walk in the door and 20 minutes later I got something that's going to impress her.
And well, because once you have,
I like Crown. I like ginger ale. So there we go. I got my drink.
So once you have that one drink that you really like, then you can branch out from there. You don't want to get a million spirits in your bar. You want to get stuff you're going to use. So yeah, keep going. I've had this already, so keep passing. There's a series.
He's even got his own little branded glasses. In case you missed that.
You did not have your.
It's at nickdrinks.com.
.com.
Wow. Not .co.
Yeah, so there's actually there's a book, and I want to say it's a website too, called 20 Bottle Bar. And that is a great list of things that are easy to get. They're not super pricey. And that'll actually be something you can start.
We're doing a toast first before we drink this?
Please, yeah.
Because for what it's, here's how that's why I said shut up, Randy. So I was having the engineers over for a couple drinks, and I was like, oh, Randy, you like tiki bars. What do you want me to get to be able to let you make a couple of tiki
Can we
drinks? Can we
toast real quick before you tell the hour-long story?
No, it's a really short story. He sent me a 3-page long list of stuff he wanted me to pick up. Oi. Oh, do your
Toast.
cheers.
And tiki's tough,
Toast
too.
to Nick.
Cheers. Oh,
Cheers.
that's good.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
It's fun seeing what you're doing, man.
Absolutely. Thank you. Tiki's a tough one. I mean, if you do like tiki, you can do that. But the problem is a lot of
That's
tiki has a
dangerous.
lot of ingredients.
Yeah. No, I
So-
sent him a list of stuff, and he didn't get any of it.
See, my problem with tiki is,
we didn't.
and I like tiki, fancy glass. Ooh. It's got a frowny face. Ooh. There's basically the slush puppy ice in it.
Sure.
Fine.
But
Three sips and I'm done.
Because a lot of them have high-proof
It
rum.
took a half
Yeah.
an hour to get it to my and a $15 and it's gone in 3 sips.
Yeah, go to Mutiny, go to Lost River.
I've been
let
to
them
both.
do that.
I've been to both.
Yeah, let them make those drinks.
Yeah.
Don't do it at Randy's
Oh
house.
no, I'm not
Yeah.
doing it at Randy's.
I have the ingredients. I've been stocking up my bar.
So a couple other things for your home bar. Fresh juices. It goes a long way to have fresh juice opposed to getting bottled stuff. If you ever do a side-by-side of fresh...
So it's all about timing, though, with that. It's okay, I know I'm having people over.
Yep.
I'm going to go get fresh juice.
Yes.
Because you're not just going
No,
to... Yeah.
it doesn't stay. In fact, there are bartenders that say that lime juice starts going bad immediately after it's juiced.
Absolutely.
So if you try fresh lemon versus that bottled little green
Yep.
thing, it's gross. I mean, it's such a big
Oh, it's
difference.
a huge difference.
So that is one thing. If you like martinis and vermouth goes bad. Keep that in a fridge.
Yep.
And if you've had it for longer than 3 months, pitch it.
Pickle juice and vodka.
You and your
martinis.
Polish martinis.
It's Polish. I make it for my wife and her sister.
Or,
I mean,
the
yeah.
the Nickelback, which was the...
Pickleback.
No.
There's
the
a Nickelback?
No, the Nickelback, which we made with Jameson and the pickle moonshine that's in the fridge. That has pickles in it.
No.
Which is why it's called Nickelback, because it's a bad decision.
Nick, we're the guys that drink Kessler
I know.
and Pabst Blue Ribbon.
I've recorded podcasts here.
This is very good.
I've been around you heathens.
I grabbed a
once or
bottle
twice.
of El Dorado 3-year for the bar out front. So,
That's something.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, this is good. I like.
No, and I think so. Getting quality spirits is also another thing. Stuff like Copper and Kings, they do great stuff. We are really blessed with some of the distilleries we have around here: Detroit City Distillery, Two James, Valentine, Ironfish, Long Road. I mean, we have so many great distilleries in Michigan. Just getting some of their products and experimenting with can really go a long way too.
Gin is usually not my thing. That's a good drink.
Well, and that
Wait, this is. I'm looking at
Yeah.
it. Oh, you made this with gin. Yeah, I hate gin. This is an amazing drink, though.
gin has a lot of botanicals and it's very forward. So if you don't like that, try it in a mixed drink. That'll certainly help.
Last time I drank gin was Dollar Gin Night or Dollar Mixed Drink Night at Luna.
Okay.
The day before I went to Cedar Point.
So what was your go-to with gin? Was it gin and tonic?
Yeah, of course. Well, because they had blacklight and it looked cool. That was.
It's the quinine.
Nick, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But that's what everyone drank in college. And a lot of people, because it was cheap and it was easy and you sounded cool because you're ordering gin. I think you can have gin, but it's all about balance. A great drink has great balance. And if all you can taste is the gin and you're not a gin fan, you're not going to like it.
No, it tasted like I rubbed
chewing on
the
a
pine
tree.
tree air freshener on my tongue.
No,
that was
totally.
Try a different gym cocktail like this, or Army Navy, or something
Negroni.
I
would drink this. I would drink this all day.
Good.
Not all day.
No,
literally.
you wouldn't. You would drink it for an hour,
Right.
and then you'd be loud, and then you'd be demanding PBR and Kessler
That's fine. I can live with that.
and Jaeger.
So this has the chocolate liqueur in it, but
Yes.
it doesn't taste like chocolate. Like you get the subtle hints
no,
that
not
you
at all.
don't.
Yeah,
Very,
Tastes like
very-
a little
yeah.
like aftertaste a
Yep.
little bit.
Very easily balanced, and this kind of replaces your typical white cacao that
Okay.
would probably be on like your grandma's bar. This is going to be a little less sweet, a little more complex, and again, it's going to be a high quality ingredient, kind of upping your bar game.
This is a fancy cocktail. It tastes like Art Deco in a glass.
And the glass helps too. The
Yeah.
Marie
What?
Antoinette
I
glass.
hate you for saying that.
God bless it. Turn off his mic.
All right, so back to the
Yes,
event.
yes.
So, like, when does it start? When does it end?
Yeah.
Where are you going to be? All that fun stuff.
So all week we have events happening. So go check out the website and the Facebook page to see the special events. But then that big cocktail
the
classic
the website is
is DetroitCocktail.com, and it's Facebook.com/DetroitCocktail.
okay.
But yeah, then the big event happens on Friday the 4th, Cocktail Classic. You're going to see those 45 different bars. It's 6 o'clock for VIP, which gets you 15 drinks. And that's a lot of drinks. And then 7 o'clock
No, is it 15 drinks or
Tastings.
shots?
tastings. Not even shots,
Tastings.
probably.
It's like
That's
a.
what killed the stupid. I've gone to like the whiskey events down at Eastern Market and that kind of stuff. And you walk in and they give you like 20 tickets,
Yeah.
which it winds up like, and you're like,
You can't.
There's no
Yeah.
way. Like I'll be dead.
Yeah.
Aren't they just kind of like the serving spoon at Baskin Robbins? Though it's not like they're not giving you a drink.
But you don't have to finish it either. you
they're-
can just.
Oh, you give me a shot, I'm going to drink it. Like let's.
Yeah.
There are rules.
you swish it in your mouth and you spit it out like a clown.
No.
Yeah, and then talk about the characteristics of it. That's no.
Very smoky and woody. No. Just
Swish, 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 spit. No, I'm gonna drink it.
Well, and also because you guys are listening, and if you go to my website, if you use the code NickDrinks at checkout, you will get $10 off.
Oh, nice.
So it's typically $65.
So and where is the event?
Eastern Market, downtown Detroit.
Okay.
2 sheds, Shed 5 and Shed 3.
Oh, cool.
And then connecting the 2 sheds is going to be food trucks.
Smart.
Yes, absolutely. But, I mean, there's 45 bars that are going to be there, and there's actually 5 bars that are brand new. So this kind of gives you a sneak peek to some new things that are coming.
Very cool.
Hammer and Nail. You guys, the Plaza building, as you kind of drive downtown, you see that little animated neon sign.
Been there forever.
There's going to be a bar that's opening up in there. What? The details are like very, very limited. So that they're going to be there. Carl's just opened up. They're Kate's new upscale diner. They make these great Boilermaker cocktails. Magnet Detroit is opening actually this Friday. That's Takoi's new venture where it's going to be kind of a veggie-focused place. So maybe they're going to have some veggie cocktails. Plum Market.
What's a veggie cocktail?
I don't
Something
know.
you will never drink.
Because I've had every vegetarian place I've been to has had bad cocktails. So I'm really putting a lot of faith
I mean,
in
I like the
Magnets.
cucumber stuff.
Yeah, if it's not like you're drinking a swamp. Like you
Yeah.
really got to strain the crap out of cucumber because if you get too much grit and pulp in there, that's
All right,
not a
no.
good cocktail.
He likes cucumber.
Kettle One.
Yeah.
Or
No.
Hendrix. Yeah, cucumber's great. It goes good with gin.
Yeah. I was doing Moscow mules with the cucumber Kettle One.
Sure.
That was phenomenal.
Try it with gin. Try swapping it
Fair.
out. Single Barrel Social just opened up in Brighton. They have a really, really
Say that
aggressive
3 times.
Single Barrel Social.
Judicial shit.
Single Barrel Social.
Shoulder surgery.
They're doing keg
Nobody
cocktails.
didn't think about that one too much.
They're doing bottled cocktails. They're doing non-alcoholic cocktails, which is a really big trend right now.
Isn't that called pop?
Well, here's the thing, though. There's a lot of people that can't drink. So you think of people who are recovering. You think of people that are maybe pregnant. They still want to have fun with their friends. So I really like that trend.
So aren't those just mocktails?
Well, they're getting away from that term because there's still a lot of complexity that's going into them. So they're low ABV, no ABV, no alcohol cocktails. They've kind of gotten away from the mocktail term.
Okay.
So yeah.
It's offensive.
The more you know.
It's
Because we were being
2019.
mocked.
It's offensive.
I don't know.
So yeah, and what's also interesting is when you go to these tasting events, they all have to have a liquor license to serve. And the typical way you do that is by partnering with a nonprofit.
Yep.
Nonprofits get 12 licenses per year. And so they are going to be partnering with Oats, which is offering alternative therapy with smiles. So all these different events have to get that great
I
nonprofit.
feel like that's every bar.
Yeah, well, all these offset events.
No, just every bar is
I get what
offering
you're saying.
alternatives.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
So every bar goes to Oats, yeah.
No, very cool.
Yeah.
That's so like that. I'm guessing that a portion of the proceeds of all this.
Absolutely. Yep. And that's all that partnership.
I think
we
it's
work
kind
out
of like
with.
poker night. Like the
Yeah.
house gets like 10%
Yeah.
or something.
Yep. You got to work out that deal. So like if you guys did an event, you'd have to partner up with a nonprofit.
Yeah. Well, we are one.
JVS Human Services is always
Good for
ready
yourself.
for you.
There you go. That's the partner right there, JVS.
Ah.
So have you used any of your licenses before?
We haven't, so we have to have that conversation.
All right, let's share cards.
The year's almost over, so we've got what 3 months to use 12 of them.
Oktoberfest for another 2 weeks.
Challenge accepted.
Right. Hey, so DetroitCocktail.com, NickDrinks.com.
Yep.
Appreciate you bringing out a minibar for us. And,
Yeah, Nick, appreciate you, man.
great
Good
drinks.
seeing you again.
Even though you didn't count right, but they were perfect.
I know it's typical. Find me on YouTube too, and you guys are going to give away some tickets, right?
We are. So we're going to do
We're
that
gonna figure it
on the
out, yeah.
Facebook page.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll post something tomorrow. I think I have a fun idea to make that happen. So yeah.
Perfect.
Awesome. But hey, we're going to wrap things up for episode 315 of the one and only IT and the D Show. We'd like to thank Paul from JVS Human Services. Find him online at jvshumanservices.org. Thanks.